in the city, Ms. Hinson, is very instrumental in making that possible.
Thank you.
Mayor, you're always there. So we work together. We work together to make sure that the rights of the minority, of the people that are in here, not just the minority, but the minority and the masses, are well represented, that they are protected. We do that. We do that together, and it's important for us to maintain that. Column 3 is the column that will make that happen. And it is important that we observe that right that we have, that we are thankful for that right that we have, and that we go out and exercise that right. Because if we do not exercise that right, then what do we have? What was the point of the Constitution? What was the point of having a revolution? What was the point of civil rights? If we do not exercise our right to vote and to put in office the people who will represent you and what you believe is right and fair. It's important. Get everyone out. We've got to get up and go out, and we have to drag our neighbors and tell them, look, you've got to do this for our children, for our parents, for ourselves, for the future. We need you. We absolutely need you. And coming to the last. I've known Councilman Fuentes since I was in school.
Woodrow Wilson.
I've known him since then, and I was active when I was in school, very active. And one of the things, and that was the time when I met Councilman Fuentes. I don't believe you were a councilman yet. You might have been. You were or just getting in. And this is how I remember Councilman Fuentes going around through the entire waterfront of the Camden, the Creamer Hill, the North Camden area, going through that waterfront and looking deeply into that amazing waterfront, because it was hideous on one end because it was a lot of trash there, but at the same time it was beautiful because it was natural and it was wetlands and it was just such a treasure that needed to be cared for. It just revealed the beauty that existed, continues to exist in Camden, because it's beautiful. It's so beautiful, but nobody knows. Nobody knows. I met Angel at that time when we first started to look at that waterfront and see it for the gem that it is. And he fought and brought people from all over to make sure that they recognized it. And they brought it to where it is now, which is very much improved. Very much improved. It's beautiful. So this is how I met Angel. And the one thing that tells you also is not just that he was passionate, but he continues to be passionate because he's here again. He's not leaving. He hasn't left. He is not leaving. He is passionate for our city. And I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Because I love this city, obviously.
That's right.
Thank you.
Again, you can see that Angel, over the course of his years as a public servant, certainly has garnered a number of supporters and friends and individuals that know of his work ethic and his passion for Camden. Before I introduce our next speaker, I just want to acknowledge a few other electeds or appointeds that are here in the room that are serving on our Board of Education. We have Ms. Dorothy Burley. Jose Brito. And I just saw Ms. Aisha Manir. Again, so a delegation that works works with us to move Camden forward. And Minister Wasim on the side, thank you. So, as you know, Angel Fuentes comes from a family of public servants, of individuals that believe in giving back to the community. And joining us tonight is a good friend of mine, someone that really helped to advise me as I was transitioning into the office of mayor. He not only has been an incredible leader of Woodland, but has made significant strides to create a vibrant community. And we're pleased and proud to be joined by Mayor Jerry Fuentes.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And it is wonderful, and we are blessed. We are blessed. Amen. I want to say a few things here that I am honored to be here because I grew up in this city. This city gave me my turning point. This city made me who I am today. And you never forget the ground roots where you come from. And I learned that through my brother Angel. Angel has been a strong leader. And they say to be a leader, not a follower, but to be a leader, you need to follow the footsteps of a leader. To succeed, you must know the path to the direction that you are heading to make sure that what you want to do, it's not just for yourself, but what you want to do. And that's what a leader does. It's to do for others. We are elected officials. And one thing that Angel has taught me was to say, remember, you are now a councilman. Now you became council president. Now you became mayor. And I've been elected now my 4th term as mayor. And I'll say this, as he has said to me, you know, always remember, you're there to serve the people. Not the people to serve you, but you're there to serve the people. And I believe in that. You know, my mother raised 6 of us by herself. My father I am 49, my father walked away when I was 2 years old. My father also doesn't realize what he's lost. But one thing I can say, Angel has been there. He's been the father. Also, I'm thinking as my brother Pablo, who is a councilman, we follow the steps, you know, like the Kennedys did. But anyway, I can say he has taught us to be someone with responsibility, someone with value, someone with care. You know, and one thing I remember when I got elected, the first thing that Angel gave me was a government book, and I share this with a lot of people. He gave me this government book. It was a little tiny one, but there was a lot that was said there was like a big. But anyway, in that book, he wrote down, I opened it up, and the first thing it says, God first, family second, and government third. You follow those steps, you're going to go a long way. And I've seen that's where Angel has done, because he follows his belief, his religion. He knows that there is a God that believes, that looks at us, and we believe that nothing can be possible without him. And we have to put him first. And we will follow, and we will learn through his leadership. And like I said earlier, that's what makes a good leader. You know, Angel was there when we were young. People say here, they were saying, you know, I know him in high school. Angel known me since I've been in diapers. My mother, God rest her, because she's been there with us and doing so much. As a single parent, my mother, I remember her working late at night in the factory. And Angel used to be the one that had to put us to sleep. And we will wait. We will wait there, and hopefully at times when it was Friday, we knew Mom was coming home, and we were allowed to stay up late, you know. But it was Dad. The Angel would cook for us. He would prepare dinner. He would make sure that our clothes, make sure that we took our bath, make sure we brushed our teeth. He did what family value meant, what we're supposed to do, you know. And he did that. Angel has sacrificed when he came back for many of those. Remember, Angel was going to become a priest, a Catholic priest. You know, there's time.
I am a father.
But all I would say is when he decided he was no longer going to become a priest, you know, we all have our reasons. God has us all lined up for a reason. It was to serve his community. He came here to say, you know what, Angel? We need you in the city of Camden. We need you to do the job